All right, I'm going to cut right to the chase here. It's July 8th, Monday, and I met with an older, white, kind of hippie vibe woman who I had talked to in passing last night about the crisis in the humanitarian crisis that we've created at the border. And she brought it up, and I went to just see if I could set up a short meeting, 20 minutes to whatever, just explain. And but we talked for a couple of minutes, and I mentioned, that she said to get back to her later in the week, and I did mention to her that this is an ongoing, every minute that we delay, they are suffering. And I wasn't trying to rebuke her, but I just wanted her to have the sense of urgency. And I said, and there are other crises that we need to address that are immediate. And I was like, the situation in Yemen and this upcoming war with Iran. And she mentioned some other problems. She started bringing up, a situation of, Myanmar and somewhere else, and I was just thinking, right, that's send me people to tell me about that stuff, because I don't watch the news. I can't watch the news. How am I supposed to know about Myanmar? Probably 80% of the country couldn't find it on a map. And it's like, come out here, support me in this cause, in this ongoing crime that we could stop, like, now, that we could stop immediately. um, Help us get that done. And while we're doing that, you're telling us, teaching us, educating us about the other problems that are current, and ongoing, and that there may be something that we can do something about, that we need to, at the very least, bring awareness of it to whoever. And I just can't get it across to these people that have their things that they are working on so hard, whether it be local or more of, um, a particular, worldwide cause, like, worldwide women's rights and things like that. That this is where you find people to help you out. And, you can just come out here every day and find a massive group of pretty much everybody there willing to help and listen, at least listen, and figure out a way, if there's a way that we can do anything to alleviate the suffering that's going on. And that was the word that she used also, the suffering. It's, I forget how she put it, but you know that's the bottom line. People worldwide are suffering. And there's some cases that we can't do anything about immediately, that I mean, but we need to be aware of that kind of stuff, as well as aware of the oppression that we have at home. And that's the second thing that I want to talk about here, is that my aim in talking to this older white woman is because we need to get some white bodies of all ages and shapes out here. Because if we go get mostly black people to come out here, and people drive by, they're going to go, oh, it's a BLM protest. And then the next day, okay, so we get Voto Latino sends out, 100 Hispanic Americans to stand up against power, and then the people driving by will be like, oh, it's an immigration protest. And so the next day, Sunrise Movement sends out, 150 kids. And the people driving by go, oh, Green Movement protest. And then the next day, 150 white people are gathering together, and the people driving by go, I wonder what that's all about. Maybe I'll check it out. And, that's my take on it, on what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm not going hard after young people to come out here, because I don't want it to start with the young people. They're already doing enough. They're already the only ones doing anything. So, let them keep working at their stuff, and then they can join in when, the adults come out and take responsibility for what our government, what we, the fucking people, are doing to human beings. So, that's why I haven't gone after them. That's why I haven't, tried to recruit, a lot of black people. I think I could get a bunch of black people together here, enough to raise some eyebrows, because here, as in a lot of parts of the country, it only takes one. So, that's what I'm trying to avoid, that, I want people to want to find out what is this about, without, just blowing it off as, another narrow issue focus group by, well, there's a shocker. Black people are protesting police violence, and brown people are protesting, criminal immigration policies. Shocking. So, as sad as it is, it's up to white, upper middle class, decent Americans to step out finally and say enough is enough. If black people were told, if black America was told, you know what, you can protest anything you want, you can have all the demonstrations you want, and nobody's going to touch you, there's not going to be any violence, if they were guaranteed none, do you think they would be out there? If you told Hispanic America, you can come out and demonstrate and make your voice heard without fear of, being deported and whatever, do you think that they would do that? Okay, so where is white America when we can go out every day and protest without fear of getting our asses kicked, depending on the situation, whatever. But in general, that's not an issue for us. So we have the power. We really have the power. White America has the power to go out and demand change without fear of, being arrested or brutally assaulted by law enforcement. What are we doing with that power? Playing fucking video games on our cell phones? What the fuck? It's shameful. It's fucking shameful that people can't stop and think for 1 hour a day in between baseball practice and dinner time. It's fucking shameful.